Back live. Hillsboro just scored their first point. Danae Gardner on the free throw line with a free throw. And her second one on the way. It's off the backboard. Does not hit the rim. It will go turned over to Royall. Royall leading 10-1, as you know, can see the scoreboard with 8:41 left to play in the first half here, JV action. Casey Jones inbounded the ball to Kaylee Simons. Simons took it all the way down the floor for the layup and it was fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a two-shot free throw. Simons' first shot on the way, and it is good. In the game for Royall, Casey Jones. Simon's second free throw on the way, and that one's good. 2 free throws for Simon. The ball is going to be inbounded by Faith Seeley. Brought up the court by Jalen Blower. Blower to the near side. She drives. Rebounded by Muller. And Muller's going to be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 for Hillsboro. So Muller fouled after trying to put back the offensive rebound. And she'll go to the line for Hillsboro. Megan Muller's first shot is in the hoop for a score. Hillsboro now trailing 12-2, as you can see on your scoreboard. Muller's second shot on the way. And they're going to have a lane violation. Lane violation on Hillsboro. Shot did not go anyway. Be turned over to Royall. Simons at the ball. Simons drives a whole length of floor. Does not go. It's rebounded by Bengston. And knocked out of bounds. Faith Seeley inbound to Thorson, and Lexi Thorson brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Shot from Bloor does not go. Rebounded by Lucas. Michaela Martin dribbling down, passes off to Simon. And they're going to call over and back on Royall. Be turnover, Hillsboro ball, be inbounding on the near sideline. Faith Seeley to inbound for Hillsboro. She will inbound to Jalen Blower. Blower in the front court with the ball. Blower on the near wing, feeds it down underneath to Bengston. Bengston with a shot, does not go. And it's rebounded by Gruen. Kicked out to Simon. Pass down the corner, 3-point shot by Vierick, does not go. They're going to feed Simon. Simon drives the baseline, kicks it out to Gruen. Gruen with a shot, does not go. Rebounded by Bengston, outlet to Blower, and up the floor we come for the Tigers. Faith Seeley runs on the loose ball, throws up a long-range 3, does not go. Thorson on the rebound. Thorson on the far wing, brings the ball out in the front court. Thorson working the ball in the front court, top of the key, driving the lane, takes a shot, it's blocked. Tracked down by Gruen. Outlet to Martin, drives down, takes a shot, does not score. Pass down underneath to Casey Jones. Jones feeds Simon, and Simon will score the layup for Royall. And Coach Burmaster is going to take a timeout for Hillsboro. I believe that'll be Hillsboro's second timeout. They have 4 left. Royall has 5 left. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. So we come back after the timeout. On the floor for Hillsboro. Milena Royall, Peyton Sullivan, Savannah Britsky, Danae Gardner, and Christiana Britsky. So Savannah Britsky brings the ball up for Hillsboro. She's in the front court. To the near wing, tries to dip it inside. Stolen by Casey Jones. Jones in the corner to Gruen. Gruen to Viereck, and up the floor, Viereck will bring it to the far wing. Viereck dumps it back to Martin on the top of the key to Gruen. Gruen underneath to Casey Jones. They're going to call kicking the ball on Hillsboro. Royall will retain possession underneath their own basket. Macy Viereck inbounding for Royall. Viereck to Martin. Martin to Gruen. Back to Martin. Martin drives the lane, and she's going to get called for a charging foul. Be Royall's 7th team foul. So the next foul, Hillsboro is now in the bonus. So Christiana Britsky will be inbounding to sister Savannah. And Savannah Britsky will bring the ball up the court. Savannah in the front court with the ball. Savannah top of the key, drives the lane, takes a shot from the left side, and it goes. So Savannah Britsky with a drive and a score for Hillsboro. Casey Jones is going to score 2 for Royall, assisted by Macy Viereck. And Savannah Britsky brings the ball up for Hillsboro. Britsky will feed Royall underneath. Shot does not go, rebounded by Royall. Viereck brings the ball up the floor. Tried to get it to Stanek, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, Hillsboro's ball, and they'll be inbounding on the far sideline near the Hillsboro bench. Peyton Sullivan to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Inbounds it to Jaylyn Blower, and she will bring the ball across the timeline into the front court, top of the key, free throw line. She'll feed Danae Gardner underneath, and she's fouled on the shot and will go to the line to shoot 2. Gardner's first shot on the way. Off the back of the iron, a little too strong. And we'll line up, go for shot number 2 in the game for Hillsboro's Megan Muller and Lexi Thorson. Gardner's second shot on the way, and they're calling another lane violation against Hillsboro. Be Royall's ball on the turnover. Macy Viereck set to inbound the ball. Hillsboro showing full court pressure. Viereck inbound to Stanek. Stanek to Simons. She'll get it down underneath Jones. Jones back up to Simons. Clear across court, and it goes out of bounds. Be a turnover, and Hillsboro's ball. Hillsboro will be inbounding on the near sideline. Faith Seeley inbounding the ball. Jaylyn Blower brings the ball up the floor. Dumps it off the near wing to Thorson. Thorson back to the top of the key to Seeley. Takes a 2-point shot. Does not go. Rebounded by Heesh. And they're saying Heesh stepped on the line on her pivot, and turnover to Hillsboro. Thorson inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Thorson gets it into Faith Seeley. Seeley on the near wing. Dump it out the front court to Jaylyn Blower, and they'll reset their offense. Blower dumps it into Danae Gardner. And Gardner again gets fouled on the shot and will go to the line to shoot 2 for Hillsboro. Gardner's first shot on the way, and off the back of the iron, too strong. And in the game for Hillsboro, Brooklyn Gruen, or in the game for Royal is Brooklyn Gruen. She'll come in for Macy Vierick. Gardner's second free throw on the way, and that's not good. And they're calling again a lane violation on Hillsboro. They're going to have to work on that. That's last 3 times they've had lane violations. Royal with the ball. Simons brings the ball up the floor for Royal. Simons dump it off to a wide open Olivia Heesh, and Heesh will score 2 for Royal. Jalen Bloor brings the ball up for Hillsboro. Bloor top of the key, free throw line, gets it between her legs and stolen. Stolen by Gracie Stanek, and now they're going to call a foul on Gruen coming out of the bunch, out of the mess. Actually, they called the foul on Danae Gardner, I think. So it'll be turnover back to Royal. Savannah Britsky showing good defense. Hillsboro in full court press. And it's inbounded to Gruen. Back to Stanek. Stanek over to Simons. Simons down to Casey Jones. Jones to Heesh, and Heesh will be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2 for Royal. So Olivia Heesh, the sophomore, at the line shooting 2 for the Panthers. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Heesh's first shot on the way, and it's good. In the game for Danae Gardner is Milena Royall for Hillsboro. Heesh's second free throw on the way, and they're going to have another lane violation. Shot does not count. Lane violations on Royal. So both teams having trouble with the free throw lane. Lexi Thorson will bring the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. In the front court with the ball is Thorson. Thorson drives top of the key free throw line, dumps it down the far baseline to Savannah Britsky. Britsky will get it inside to Royall. Her shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Stanek, outlet to Simons. Simons to Jones, and the shot does not go. It's rebounded by Savannah Britsky. Outlet to Thorson, and Thorson brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Thorson near the top of the key. Free throw line, dumps it off the far baseline to Seeley. Seeley's going to take a shot, missed the shot, but is fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers. So both teams struggling with lane violations. We'll see if everybody can stay set this time around. Seeley's first free throw is good. Seeley's second free throw on the way, and that one's good. So Royal bringing the ball up the floor. They're going to dump it off to Stanek. Stanek into Heesh. Heesh back to Stanek. Out front to Casey Jones. Jones is going to get it to Martin. Martin dribbles around up Stanek. Back to Martin. Martin drives the wing. Tries to get it into Heesh. It's going to be off Thorson. So Royal will retain possession of the ball. And Gruen, Brooklyn Gruen set to inbound it for Royal. Gruen inbounds to Martin. Martin to Heesh. Heesh is going to get tied up by Savannah Britsky, and Royal, with the possession arrow, will retain the ball. Gruen to inbound for Royal underneath their own basket. Gruen tried to get it to Martin. Martin broke the wrong way. Ball went out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. And now Hillsboro will have the ball. And checking in the game for Royal is Simon. She'll come in for Martin. Inbounding for Hillsboro is Faith Seeley. Inbounds to Thorson, and Thorson brings the ball up for Hillsboro. Thorson in the front court with the ball. She'll drive to the top of the key, dump it down the far baseline to Seeley. Seeley's going to get called for traveling, I believe. No, now they're going to call a foul. That's what made her travel, I guess. She'll go to the line to shoot a double bonus. So 2 shots for Seeley. Seeley's first shot on the way and off the back of the iron. In the game for Royall, number 22, Ashlyn Lucas. Seeley's second shot on the way, and that's off the back of the iron. It's going to be tracked down by Royall. Royall kicks it back out the front court to Thorson. Thorson with the ball in the front court for Hillsboro. Thorson drives the near wing. Back out the top of the key to Savannah Britsky. Britsky looking for help back to the near wing to Thorson. Thorson, banana cut, drives the baseline, takes a shot, misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Lucas. And in the game for Hillsboro is Peyton Sullivan, Kylan Bankston. Well, get the ball to Gruen, bringing the ball down the floor. Heesh with the ball near the top of the key. Get it to Lucas, and Lucas traveled. Lucas went to set up to take a three-pointer and took one too many steps. So Hillsboro will be inbounding the ball near their own bench. Britsky inbounds to Thorson. Thorson will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Thorson driving the lane. She'll kick it back out the baseline to Savannah Britsky. Britsky, long two-pointer, does not go. It's rebounded by Gruen. Gruen outlet gets away. Tracked down by Royall. Sullivan, stolen by Gruen, and now a foul, I believe, on Gruen to Peyton Sullivan. No, they're going to call a foul on Peyton Sullivan. So Hillsboro's 6th team foul. So the next foul, Royall will be in the bonus. Ball inbounded by Casey Jones. She'll get into Stanek. Stanek brings the ball up the floor, back to Jones. Jones to Gruen. Gruen on the near wing. Clear across court. It's tipped. Stanek tracks it down. Ball back to Jones. Jones stuck in the baseline. She'll get it to Lucas. Lucas takes a shot. Gruen with the rebound. And Gruen gets the lay-in off the rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to make the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. Excuse me, Stanek scored the lay-in. And she will try to score 3 points the old-fashioned way by trying to make this free throw. Her shot is on the way, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Royall. Royall outlet to Thorson, and Thorson will bring the ball up the near sideline. Thorson near the baseline, trying to drive, makes a move, takes a shot, misses. Rebounded by Jones. Jones bringing the ball all the way back herself to far wing. Clear across court. Gruen with the ball, near wing, tried to feed Heesh. Gets away, and Sullivan gets a steal. Outlet to Thorson, and Thorson brings it back for Hillsboro. Thorson to Seeley. Seeley drives, takes a shot, and scores. So face Seeley with another 2 points. Bring the Tigers a little closer. Stanek down to Lucas. Lucas to Heesh. Heesh working the baseline. Heesh back out to Jones. Jones to Gruen, to Jones, to Heesh. And Heesh is going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2 for Royall. Good ball movement by Royall. Trying to find the open person underneath the basket. Heesh to the line to shoot 2 for Royall. First shot on the way, and a little bit wide right. Kind of like a Chicago Bears kicker on that one. Heesh's second shot, going to be just short. Kind of like a Washington football team kicker on that one. So Hillsboro with the ball. Thorson brings the ball up the floor, top of the key, to the free throw line, takes the jump shot, bounces around and misses. And the ball is going to go off of Gruen. So Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball with about 32 seconds left to play in this half. Thorson with the inbound pass for Hillsboro. Thorson into Sullivan, back to Thorson. Thorson with the ball near the top of the key. Thorson back in the front court, near the top of the key. Kicks it down the far baseline to Britsky for a three-pointer. And that one's wide right, doesn't go. Rebound Gruen. Gruen outlet to Stanek. And Stanek's going to travel. And Hillsboro's going to get one more shot at this with 14 seconds left to play in the half. Celio inbound to Thorson. Long three-pointer for Thorson. Off the back of the rim. Thorson tracks down her own rebound. She'll kick it out to Britsky. Britsky to Sullivan. Sullivan's lay-in does not go. Rebounded by Gruen. Stolen by Britsky. Warrior will take a shot. Does not go. And that's the way the half is going to end. Royall leading 21-8. We'll take a break for halftime. Jill Steckel, if she's ready to go. She is not ready to go. She will have some advertising and sponsor information here shortly. Scoring at halftime for Hillsboro, Faith Seeley leading the way with 4 points. Savannah Britsky with 2. And Danae Gardner and Megan Muller each with 1 apiece. Hillsboro trailing 8-21. As we enter the halftime of the JV action. With 6:40 left to go in the great halftime show that you're reviewing.
All right.
I guess Jill wants to talk.
All right, been battling everything today. Wires, cables, internet connection. We're good, hopefully. Now, second set of headphones ready. So when the video uploads, more people are watching the streaming. So your ads will hit up to 700 different views, if that makes sense. So it's a great way to put your business, family, people have donated. And thank you to all of them. Again, if you have not subscribed, please click subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It gives you an email. streaming. I tested it today and I cannot run two devices streaming at the same time. So we will conquer that when that comes. Bob, you have stats?
Very limited stats. I already gave them once, but we can run through it again because it won't take long. Leading the way for scoring for Hillsboro is Faith Seeley with 4, Savannah Britsky 2, Danae Gardner with 1, and Megan Muller with 1, for a total of 8 points for Hillsboro in this JV contest. Hillsboro trailing 8-21, as Royall has proved to move the ball well against Hillsboro. The thing that really stands out for both teams are lane violations on the free throws. I'm sure both teams are making corrections on that as we enter the final minute of halftime. So as always, grab a snack and a beverage, as neither team is on the floor yet, still making their halftime adjustments. But my scorecard's an athletic director. I see she's flushing them out of the locker room as we speak. 30 seconds and we will be back in action. And I see Hillsboro emerging from the locker room.
I'm gonna give you these.
Rolling out, full of fire.
Yep, right there.
So starting out the second half for Hillsboro. On the floor, I see Coach Kathy Burmaster has Peyton Sullivan, Lexi Thorson, Jalen Blower, Alexa Seeley, and Megan Muller. Excuse me, that's Faith Seeley. Get these girls mixed up. I'm getting old. So Hillsboro start with the ball, trailing by 13. Peyton Sullivan gets set to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. She'll inbound to Blower. Blower bring the ball up the court for Hillsboro. Dumps off the near wing to Thorson. Thorson down to the baseline, kicks it out back out to the wing to Blower. Blower out to Seeley. Seeley near the free throw line. She'll kick it down the baseline to Blower. Blower's going to get called for one step too many on the travel and turn the ball over to Royall. Inbounding for Royall will be Macy Vierick. She'll inbound to Simons. Simons out to Martin. Martin with the ball in the front court. She'll dump it off to Gruen. Gruen back to Simons. Simons driving the right wing. Gets it to Gruen underneath. Shots blocked. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Jalen Blower. As indeed they do. Hillsboro's first team foul of the half. Ball is to Simons. Simons from the near side. She'll kick it out to Vierick. Tried a three-pointer, did not go. Simons with the ball drives the baseline into Gruen, and Gruen takes the right-handed layup in for Royall. And Hillsboro brings the ball up the floor. Jalen Blower with the ball on the far wing. She'll kick it out to Seeley. Seeley with the long-range two does not go. It's rebounded by Vierick. Vierick will bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Passed off to Martin. Martin near the top of the key. Gets over to Simon on the near wing. Simon back to Vierick. Vierick with a 12-foot jumper does not go. Rebound tracked down by Thorson, and Thorson brings the ball up the floor on the far wing. She's going to drive the far wing. Runs into a wall. The shot does not go. Gruen with the rebound, outlet to Vierik, and Vierik will bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Vierik will outlet to Martin. Martin near the top of the key. She'll get it down to Simon. Simon took one step too many, and they call the traveling on her. In the game for Hillsboro is Melina Royall coming in for Megan Muller. And Seeley will inbound the ball for Hillsboro to Jalen Blower, who will bring the ball up the floor and across the timeline for Hillsboro. She dumps it off the far wing to Thorson. Thorson with the ball, looking for something underneath, nothing happening. Back out front to Seeley. Seeley will get it to Blower on the near wing. Blower feeds it into Peyton Sullivan. He's going to kick it back out to Blower. Blower drives the baseline, feeds back to Sullivan. Sullivan's shot, wide right. Rebounded by Gruen. Outlet to Vierik, and Vierik brings the ball up the floor for Royall, and then proceeds to throw it 3 rows up into the stands and be a turnover to Hillsboro. So Hillsboro inbounding in the far sideline. Savannah Britsky in the game inbounds to Blower. Blower will bring the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Blower near the free throw line gets Britsky. Britsky drives the baseline, looking for help. And she's going to get it tied up by Vierik. Possession arrow will go to Royall. Actually, I think they called a timeout. Hillsboro called a timeout. So Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. As they say, they called the timeout before the jump ball. And I don't know who called the timeout because the scoreboard didn't take one away, and it is Royall's ball. Now they're saying it's Hillsboro's ball. So they did give Hillsboro the timeout. So Hillsboro should only have 3 timeouts left. Jalen Blower inbounds the ball to Seeley. It's knocked away by Martin, and Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. Jalen Blower inbound pass stolen by Simon, and she'll take it all the way down the floor for a lay-in. And Blower brings the ball back up the floor for Hillsboro. Blower to Seeley. Seeley drives a far lane, does not go. Royall with the rebound to Britsky. Britsky on the near baseline, kicks out the near wing. And Blower fed Bankston inside. Bankston took a shot which did not go, but Bankston will go to the line to shoot 2 for Hillsboro. Bankston first shot in and out, does not go. In the game for Royall, 45, Casey Jones. Bankston's second shot is good. So Bankston scores for Hillsboro, makes it Royall 25, Hillsboro 9. So Simon's going to drive the lane for Royall. Ball rolls around the rim and out. Jones with a rebound to Gruen. Back out to Vierik. Vierik's jump shot does not go. Rebound by Royall. Royall outlet to Seeley, and Seeley brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Seeley gets the ball knocked away from her. She gets it back to Royall. Royall's going to feed Britsky on the near baseline. Back out to Seeley on the wing. Seeley into Royall. Back out to Christiana Britsky. Christiana Britsky drives the wing and is fouled. She will go to the lane to shoot 2. So Royall's second team foul. And Christiana Britsky at the line shooting 2 for the Tigers. Britsky's first shot on the way and is good. In the game for Royall, Stanek, she's going to come in for Michaela Martin. In the game for Hillsboro, Jalen Blower is coming in for Faith Seeley. Christiana Britsky getting set for her second shot. Second shot on the way, and it's good. A pair of free throws for Christiana Britsky. And Simons brings the ball up the floor for Royall. Over to Viereck. Viereck with a long three off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Christiana Britsky. Outlet to Royall. Royall to Blower, and Blower will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Blower near the free throw line. Tried to feed Royall. Ball stolen by Stanek. Outlet to Viereck. Viereck brings it down. Swatted away by Blower. And off of Royall, and Royall will retain possession of the ball. So Viereck set to inbound the ball for Royall. Viereck will inbound Simon. Simon's a turnaround hook shot, does not go. And the ball is off of Royall. Royall will retain possession and inbound the ball on their own baseline. Viereck into Simons. Simons back to Viereck. Viereck with a 13-foot jumper, and it goes. So Viereck hits a nice jump shot. Royall leading 27-11. Jalen Blower will bring the ball up for the Tigers. Blower feeds Royall underneath. Ball gets away on Royall. Actually, it went off Viereck's foot, I believe. And Hillsboro will retain possession. Jalen Blower set to inbound underneath Hillsboro's own basket. Royall to Savannah Britsky. Britsky back to Blower. Blower tried to feed it into Royall. Britsky tracks down the loose ball, takes a shot, does not go. Rebounded by Gruen and tied up by Britsky, and Royall has the possession arrow. So Royall will regain possession of the ball. Viereck to inbound Simons. Simons brings the ball across the timeline. Into Viereck. To Gruen. To Stanek. Back to Jones, I believe. And Casey Jones with a jump shot inside the lane. Scores for Royall. Blower brings the ball back up for Hillsboro. She'll dump it down to Christiana Britsky. Back to Blower on the far wing. Blower gets it to Royall. And they work at Danae Gardner, who could not get her shot to go. Rebounded by Viereck and brought back up the floor. Viereck on the far wing. Dump it down to Stanek in the baseline. Stanek with the ball. She'll get it to Simons. Simons looking for help, and she's going to get fouled. I believe fouled by Savannah Britsky. In the game for Royall, Michaela Martin. In the game for Hillsboro, Megan Muller and Lexi Thorson. Set to inbound for Royall, Casey Jones underneath their own basket. Jones for Royall. Inbounds to Viereck. Viereck fakes a three, kicks over to the near wing to Simons. Simons, she'll pull up, take a 16-footer and make it. So a 16-foot jump shot by Simons. And Hillsboro finds themselves down by 20 as Jalen Blower brings the ball up the floor. Blower's going to feed Megan Muller. Megan Muller's shot is blocked by Viereck. And Hillsboro will regain possession, inbounding underneath their own basket. In the game for Hillsboro, Faith Seeley. Lexi Thorson inbound the ball. She'll inbound it to Seeley. Seeley, with an 18-foot jumper, does not go. Rebounded by Christiana Britsky. She'll kick it back out to Seeley. Seeley tries to force it inside and is stolen by Viereck. And Viereck will bring the ball back for the Royall Panthers. Viereck is going to feed Simons, who hits a two-pointer, about as long a two-pointer as you can have, 1 foot on each side of the line. Call it 18 feet 11 inches on that deuce, as Royall takes a 33-11 lead. In the game for Hillsboro's Peyton Sullivan, Danae Gardner. In the game for Royall, Ashlyn Lukes. Vierick with the ball, and she's going to get called. She lost her footing. She's going to get called for carrying the ball. Turnover to Hillsboro. And Hillsboro will be inbounding near the Royal bench. Vierick's going to take a seat as Olivia Heesh comes back into the game. Lexi Thorson with the ball in the front court for Hillsboro. Thorson to face Seeley. Seeley on the near wing feeds to Danae Gardner inside. Gardner will feed Savannah Britsky on the baseline. Back to Gardner. Back to face Seeley near the free throw line. Takes a jump shot. Does not go. And the ball is going to be out of bounds on Michaela Martin. So Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. Face Seeley set near the Hillsboro bench to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Seeley's inbounds pass is tried to get it to Thorson, and it's again knocked out by Martin. And we'll try it again near the scorer's bench. Seeley again set to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Seeley tries to get it Thorson over her head. It's stolen by Martin. Now they're going to call a foul, a Hillsboro foul. Take your pick. Bodies flying everywhere. In the game for Royall, Chloe Schrader. She's going to come in for Gracie Stanek. Casey Jones set to inbound the ball for Royall. Jones inbound to Martin. Martin to Jones. Jones to Lucas. Back to Jones, back to Martin. Martin on the near wing with the ball. Martin going to try to feed it inside to Chloe Schrader. Schrader's shot does not go. It's rebounded by Peyton Sullivan. Sullivan's outlet pass to Seeley, and Seeley brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Seeley's going to get it into Danae Gardner. Gardner's going to drive. Shot does not go. Rebounded by Jones. Jones brings the ball up the floor. Going to kick it across the other side. She got it into Martin, and it was tied up underneath by Savannah Britsky. So Hillsboro will take it over on the possession arrow on the jump ball. In the game for Hillsboro, Jalen Blower, Megan Muller, Melina Royall. And Jalen Blower brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Blower down to the far wing to Thorson. Thorson tries to dip it inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Be a turnover, Royals ball. Chloe Schrader set the inbound for Royall. She'll inbound it to Simons. Simons tried to get it back to Schrader. Gets to Casey Jones. Jones going to feed Heesh. Back to Schrader to Jones. 12-foot jumper doesn't go. Rebounded by Blower. Blower brings the ball up the floor. And legs got tangled up. They're going to call a Royall foul. So we got 3 team fouls apiece. Blower took a cut and the legs got tangled up. And they did call a Royall foul on the play. Lexi Thorson near the scorer's bench for Hillsboro to inbound the ball. She'll inbound to Blower. Blower brings it across the timeline and into the front court for Hillsboro. Blower tried to feed the ball into Britsky, Savannah Britsky, and the ball was kicked by Royall, so Hillsboro will be inbounding the ball at baseline. Lexi Thorson to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Thorson's inbound pass to Blower. Blower with an 18-foot jumper, and it goes. So Blower hits an 18-footer to bring Hillsboro back within 20. And Simons brings the ball back for Royall. Simons to Martin. Martin with the ball. She'll kick it over to Jones near the top of the key. Jones going to feed Martin underneath. Thorson with good defense. Muller with the rebound. She tracks it down, gets away from her. And they're going to say out of bounds and Royall's ball. So in the far corner, Schrader will be inbounding the ball for Royall. Schrader into Simons. Simons gets the free throw line, kicks it to Jones, back to Simons. Simons to Martin on the near wing, back to Simons. Simons going to get it to Jones. Jones looking for some help, near wing. So you're going to find Simons down on the baseline, and she's going to take a 13-foot jumper and score for Royall. Jalen Blower bring the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Blower near the top of the key. She'll get hung up, and they're going to call her for traveling. And in the game for Hillsboro, Faith Seeley, Peyton Sullivan, and Christiana Britsky. And Simons gets set to inbound the ball for Royall. Simons inbounds it to Martin. Martin to bring the ball across the timeline into the front court for Royall. Martin dump it off to Jones. Jones clear across court to Simons. Shot does not go. Rebounded by Heesh. Tied up by Muller. And Royall will retain possession by the possession arrow. In the game for Royall, number 15, Madeline Gruen. And they right away give the ball to Madeline Gruen. She gets fouled on the shot and will go to the line to shoot 2 for Royall. Gruen's first shot on the way, a little too hard off the back of the rim. And Hillsboro substitution in the game for Hillsboro, Kylan Bankston and Savannah Britsky, as Megan Muller and Peyton Sullivan will take a break. Madeline Gruen's second shot on the way, and it's good. So Britsky's inbound pass to Faith Seeley. Seeley will bring the ball up the floor, free throw line, take a jump shot off the front of the rim. And we've got a pile up underneath. They're going to say the ball went off of Hillsboro, and it will be Royall's ball. In the game for Hillsboro, Vierick will return as Heesh will take a seat. And Madeline Gruen, actually Simons brings the ball up the floor. She'll get it to Schrader. Schrader to too many Gruens on the floor. Brooklyn Gruen. Ball knocked out of bounds by Royall. And inbounding on the near sideline will be Vierick. Vierick will get it into Schrader. Schrader back to Vierick on the near wing. Clear down underneath to Madeline Gruen. And she's going to get called for traveling. Knees, toes, everything goes there, I guess. Traveling call. Anyway, turn over to Hillsboro. Faith Seeley will be set on the near sideline to inbound to Savannah Britsky. Britsky back to Seeley, and up the court come the Tigers. Seeley near the top of the key with the ball. Seeley looking for some help. She'll feed Royall underneath. Royall kicks it back out. Christiana Britsky for a 3. It does not go. Rebounded by Savannah Britsky. Vierick ties it up. Hillsboro will retain possession by the arrow. Savannah Britsky to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Britsky gets in to face Seeley. Seeley near wing, feeds Royall. Royall inside the lane, hook shot, does not go. Rebounded by Kylan Bankston. Out to face Seeley, who takes a 3 from the top. He does not go. Rebounded by Bankston, kicked back out to Seeley, shot does not go. Rebounded by Madeline Gruen, outlet to Vierick. Vierick brings the ball up the floor, and it's going to be turned over. The ball off Madeline Gruen, actually off of Simons. Savannah Britsky inbound the ball to face Seeley, and Seeley will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers, across timeline in the front court near the top of the key, free throw line, jump shot, and Faith Seeley is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Tigers. And it looks like Hillsboro's preparing to have the old hockey line change coming in here. Seeley's first shot in and out. So in the game for Hillsboro is going to be Thorson, Gardner, Muller, and Blower. And Peyton Sullivan, pending this free throw, is going to be coming in for Faith Seeley. Faith Seeley, second shot on the way, in and out, does not go. So Seeley will get to play a while longer. Gruen's outlet pass to Viereck, and Viereck brings the ball up the floor to Schrader. Schrader back to Viereck. Viereck's going to dump it clear back out front to Simon. Took a three-pointer, did not go. Muller's going to track down the rebound. Outlet to Seeley, and Seeley will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Seeley near the top of the key. She'll drive again in the lane. Takes an 8-foot jumper, does not go. Seeley tracks down the rebound, hook shot, and that one does go. So Seeley with 2 more points. And Simon brings the ball up the floor. Jalen Blower shoves her out of bounds. Is going to pick up a foul. That's a 5th team foul on Hillsboro. The ball's inbounded to Jones. Jones to Simon. Simon's back to Jones. Jones back to Simon. Simon's near the free throw line. Kicks out to Schrader. 17-footer does not go. Rebounded by Jones. Jones going to get called. Doesn't get called yet. 16 seconds in the lane, was not called. Simons gets it inside to Jones. Shot does not go. Jones tracks down her own rebound. She'll get it to Simons. Simons off of Gardner's foot. Nothing called. Gets away on Thorson. Back to Jones to Gruen. To Viereck. To here comes Thorson. 1-on-1. Thorson makes a move. Takes a shot. And Thorson scores for Hillsboro and will go to the line to try to score 3 points the old-fashioned way. In the game for Hillsboro, Savannah Britsky. In the game for Royall, Madeline Gruen. Thorson set to shoot the free throw, and she makes it just like Dad used to do it. And Hillsboro cuts the lead in half, trailing 36-18. Viereck bringing the ball up for Royall. Viereck near wing. Viereck banana cut. Viereck cross court. Feeds Madeline Gruen underneath for the assist, and just like that, Royall up 38-18. Thorson brings the ball up for Hillsboro. Thorson makes a cut to the free throw line. Kicks it back out the far wing to Sullivan. Sullivan. And she's going to get called for traveling. In the game for Hillsboro is going to be Faith Seeley and Savannah Britsky. Taking a break is going to be Megan Muller and Lexi Thorson. Viereck inbounding for Royall. Hillsboro applying full court pressure. Viereck gets it inside to Jones. Jones going to feed Madeline Gruen. Madeline Gruen's going to score for the Panthers again. So Savannah Britsky inbounds it to face Seeley. Seeley brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Seeley near the far wing. She's going to take a shot. Jump shot is good for Seeley. And the inbound pass to Simons for Royall. She brings it all the way down the court. Going to take a running shot. Going to get called to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Royall. As now Royall is going to get ready to do the old-fashioned hockey line change here. As we'll have a changing of the guard. Simons' first shot on the way. Rolls around and falls out. So in the game for Hillsboro is going to be Melena Worrell for Dana Gardner. Danae Gardner. So in the game for Royall, whole new list of names to remember now. And if I destroy names, I'm sorry. Kruckberg, that's kind of a fun name. Leverance, I got that one right. That's an oldie but a goodie from Elroy, Leverance. Uh, Lucas is in the game. Gracie Stanik's in the game. And we face Seeley for Hillsboro with the ball. Seeley down to Britsky. Britsky takes a turn, gets it back out to Seeley. Seeley drives the lane, feeds Warrior underneath, and Warrior will score for Hillsboro. Inbound pass to Martin. Hillsboro applying full court pressure, and Martin gets away from it, and up the court we come. They stop her again. And is stolen by Savannah Britsky. She's going to feed face Seeley on the assist, and Seeley gets the left-handed lay-in for Hillsboro. Seeley again steals the ball for Hillsboro. It's to Britsky. They're tracking the loose ball down. Britsky gets it to Christiana Britsky. Christiana Britsky, she's going to get it out to face Seeley. And face Seeley to Royall. Royall back out to Seeley. Seeley going to take a 15-foot jump shot, does not go. Rebounded by Savannah Britsky out to sister Christiana. She takes a jump shot, does not go. Royall with another rebound out to face Seeley on the wing. Seeley will feed it underneath to Christiana Britsky, and she scores! So Hillsboro on a little run of their own here late in the game. There's an inbound pass to Martin. Martin's going to get tied up. She hits the ball over to Stanek. Stanek looking for help. She's going to be called for traveling right before Peyton Sullivan pulled off a steal of her own. It'll be a turnover for Royall. Hillsboro showing some fire here late in the game. Savannah Britsky going to inbound it to Faith Seeley. Seeley near the top of the key. She'll drive down. She'll take a shot off the wing, off the lane. And Seeley scores two more for the Tigers. As Vierik will bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Vierik drives it all the way down, kicks it across the court. Stanek with the ball back out front to Martin. Martin is stolen by Savannah Britsky. And she's going to go one-on-one with Martin. Take the shot, miss. She got her own rebound, and she's going to go. Britsky fouled on the shot. So Christiana Britsky will go to the line for the Tigers to shoot two. Britsky's first shot rattles in and out. And in the game for Royall will be Brooklyn Gruen, Casey Jones, and Madeline Gruen. Christiana Britsky's free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 12. At one time, this lead was 20 about a minute ago. So Hillsboro playing fast and furious here in the last few minutes of this game, but it may be a little too much too late. Both teams in the bonus. Casey Jones will go to the line to shoot the bonus throw for Royall. Casey Jones first shot on the way, and it's in and out, does not go, and it's going to be out of bounds on Madeline Gruen. It'll be Hillsboro's ball with just under a minute to play. Trailing by 12, Faith Seeley brings the ball up the floor to the near wing. She's going to take a flying hook shot. It's blocked. Taken away by Brooklyn Gruen. Given to Martin. Martin brings the ball up. She drug her foot but didn't get called. It's to Casey Jones. Casey Jones gets it back out to Brooklyn Gruen. It's going to be swatted. They're going to say it went off of Casey Jones. Going to be turned over to Hillsboro with 37 seconds left to go in this one. Faith Seeley bringing the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Seeley working the ball toward the far wing, brings it in the near wing, and it's going to be stolen by Casey Jones. And Christiana Britsky tracks the ball down, steals it, but then travels, so it would be Royall's ball. And he'll score as another turnover for Hillsboro. Vierik to inbound the ball for Royall. She'll get it into Madeline Gruen. Hook shot does not go. Rebounded by Brooklyn Gruen. And hers didn't go, and they're going to we're going to call a foul on Savannah Britsky, and it's going to be a bonus throw for Brooklyn Gruen. Brooklyn Gruen's shot on the way off the back of the rim, rebounded by Savannah Britsky. And she's going to face Seeley to Peyton Sullivan, back to Seeley. Seeley's going to take a shot off the near wing, does not go. Peyton Sullivan pulls the rebound off the rim, outlets to Christiana Britsky. Her shot does not go, and that's going to be our final for JV action here in Hillsboro. Royall victorious, Royall 41, Hillsboro 29. So we'll clear the gym, we'll spray the bleachers, we'll reset the clocks, and we will prepare ourselves for some varsity action.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Please click subscribe if you have not already. And if you have, thank you very much. All your great subscriptions have helped us unlock a bunch of features on YouTube. So we did a test run in Elroy when the boys played Royall last week, and it worked pretty good. So we will continue to try cover that. So clicking subscribe does help the school that is hosting the YouTube streaming. So if you're visiting another school's YouTube page, please click there, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's a good way to pay it forward. All you need is an email. Again, Royall winning over Hillsboro. JV girls action 41-29. We got some sanitizing of the bleachers that are going to go on here pretty soon, I think. Is somebody else sanitizing? Oh, okay. Well, I guess they're just going to we don't sanitize anymore? I'm so confused. Alright, no, I don't know anything, I guess. Varsity girls coming out. I'm gonna mute it right now. Are you gonna talk?
Yeah, we're going to just explain, since we do not have any rights to this bad music that they're playing. We'll have to mute the microphones during this halftime entertainment. Otherwise, YouTube will not let us broadcast since we do not have copyrights to this music.
Yep.
So stay
They will
tuned,
ban
and we'll
us,
be back
so we'll be
in a
back
few
later.
minutes. So, welcome. We are live from Hillsboro High School as we get set for varsity action. Scenic Bluffs Conference matchup, the Hillsboro Tigers versus the Royall Panthers. Hillsboro comes into tonight's game with a 6-4 record. Royall has an 11-2 record. Hillsboro is 1 win, 2 losses in the Scenic Bluffs, and Royall is 6 wins, 1 loss, and currently in third place, sitting behind undefeated Bangor and undefeated Cashton. Their only conference loss is to Bangor, not too long ago, as they lost to Bangor by 2 points. Hillsboro is currently sitting 5th in the Scenic Bluffs, but after playing a very tough schedule in the month of December, things are looking up for the Tigers. Royall's last game was a victory over Wonywalk Center last Thursday night as they defeated the Wolves 75-37. Hillsboro, totally different story, as they have been in COVID protocols since the holidays. They were quarantined until last Friday when they had their first practice, and that is maybe the reason why they fell behind in the conference schedule, as they will have a lot of games in the next 2 weeks to make up. Hillsboro did play last night against Iowa Grant, and they were victorious by a score of 60-32. The last meeting between these two teams was back on December 1st, and Royall won that one 55-39. However, these are two very different teams tonight, and we expect a very close contest. Leading the way for Hillsboro in scoring, Malia Liska is averaging 12 points a game, closely followed by Kira Bezeric with 11.7 or 12, right about the same. Cameron Hansen adds 9 a game. Rebounds, Violet Morin, Violet Morin comes off the bench with leading the way with 7 rebounds a game, followed closely behind by Grace Holte with 6 and Tony Mitchell with 5. For the Royall Panthers, they're led in scoring by Emma Gruen. She averages 19 points per game. Tenley Wolpett is adding 9 a game, and Jessica Brigham not far behind with 8. Their leading rebounders, again, Emma Gruen, 7.3, Jessica Brigham with 7, and Mara Gruen with 6. The key to this game is slow down Emma Gruen, and so the Tigers will have their hands full with her. As we get close, about a minute and a half away from action, little tournament preview, as Hillsboro has been bumped up to Division 4. They won't be playing a Division 5 tournament this year. And so it's very important Hillsboro plays the final 2 weeks of this season very tough and competitively to get a high seed, or they're going to find themselves on the road playing a very tough Division 4 tournament. And the schools that I see in their bracket are not close. So Hillsboro may be looking on putting on a lot of miles. So as we're under a minute, teams return to their bench. We'll get set for the national anthem and your starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's basketball game between the Royall Panthers and the Hillsboro Tigers. If you have not done so already, everyone please stand up if you are able, remove your caps and place your hand over your heart as we will play a recording of the
So there you have it. What wasn't mentioned was Scott Egan picked up his 100th victory last night at Iowa Grant. We get set for varsity action here at Hillsboro with the Tigers with a senior, a junior, and then a sophomore-laden team versus a senior-supported team from Royall. Royall will start out with the ball first. And Brightsman at the ball. She'll kick it out front to Wainwright. Wainwright back to Brightsman. Brightsman fed Emma Gruen. Shot goes wide right for Wainwright. Rebounded by Holte. Holte looking for some help. She'll get it outletted to Cameron Hansen. Hansen's going to get it tied up. Stolen by Wainwright. Wainwright brings the ball inside the lane. She tried to feed it to Wolpett, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it appears as of now Royall will retain possession of the ball. Wainwright to inbound the ball for Royall. She'll inbound it to Brightsman. Brightsman drives in the wing, kicks it back out front to Wolpett. And so foul coming. .23 Emma Gruen shooting 2 free throws. She misses the first one. Foul was on. And Gruen will make the second shot. And Hillsboro brings the ball. Malia Liska, she had the foul. That was her first team foul. The ball is stolen by Gruen. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Try to feed the ball inside to Brighamman. The ball stolen. Liska with the ball on the far side, working it up the floor. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Emma Gruen. They do indeed. And that's Gruen's first team foul. And Hillsboro will be inbounding the ball near their own bench. Tony Mitchell inbound the ball for Hillsboro. And Mitchell's going to inbound the ball to Liska. Liska double teamed, which only leaves me to believe someone's wide open. And now they're going to call a jump ball as Gruen. I know we got some all-star wrestling moves between these girls here tonight. But Gruen ties it up. Hillsboro's going to retain the ball on the possession arrow. Tony Mitchell set to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Royall with full court press. They're going to inbound the ball to Hansen. Hansen back to Mitchell. Mitchell brings the ball up in the front court. Near wing to Liska. Liska down near the baseline for Hillsboro. She'll bring it up. Gets the ball blocked, taken away by Emma Gruen. Gruen will kick it out to Brightsman. Brightsman drives the lane and scores. So inbound pass to Liska. Liska will feed it down to Bazarek on the near wing. Bazarek for 3 points off the backboard does not go. Going to be tracked down by Wainwright. Wainwright's going to bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Wainwright looking to feed inside to Brighamman. Brighamman back to Wainwright. Wainwright will score. So Mitchell inbound the ball to Liska. Liska down to Bazarek. Bazarek drives the right side, and Bazarek will score a layup for Hillsboro. Brighamman brings the ball, or rather Gruen. She'll feed it to Brightsman. Brightsman back to Gruen, back to Brightsman. Brightsman on the far wing with the ball for Royall. Brightsman feeds it over to Wolpett. Wolpett's going to drive the left side, takes a shot, and they're going to call a charging foul on Wolpett. So that'll be Wolpett's first personal, team's second. It'll be a turnover to Hillsboro as Tony Mitchell gets set to inbound the ball against Royall's full court pressure. In the game for Royall, Mara Gruen and for Emma Gruen. Mitchell looking to inbound, and she's going to have her inbound pass stolen by Wainwright. Wainwright to Breitzman. Breitzman's shot doesn't go, and they're going to say that Mara Gruen stepped out of bounds of the ball and turns it over to Hillsboro. Tony Mitchell to inbound for Hillsboro. Full court pressure by Royall. She'll inbound the ball to Liska. Liska brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Tries to feed Holte underneath. The ball stolen by Breitzman. Brought up for good ball movement by Royall. Wolpett's going to get the assist to Jessica Brigham. Brigham scores 2 for Royall. Liska going to throw it in, stolen by Mara Gruen. Gruen to Wolpett. Wolpett misses. Rebound Gruen. She misses. Mara Gruen kicks it back out to Brigham to Wainwright, and finally rebounded by Holte, and we got a foul on the rebound. And the foul is going to be on Tenley Wolpett. Be her second personal, third team foul. In the game for Wolpett will be Emma Gruen. Inbounding the ball for Hillsboro's Tony Mitchell. Tony Mitchell's going to inbound it to Liska. Liska in the backcourt brings the ball across the timeline. Liska in the front court with the ball to the near wing to Cameron Hansen. Hansen trying to feed Holte. Holte gets the ball underneath, kicks it back out to Hansen. Hansen long range 3, and she scores! So Cameron Hansen with the long 3 to bring Hillsboro back within 2. Emma Gruen with the ball. She's going to feed Mara Gruen to Wainwright. Wainwright with a reverse layup, and Wainwright scores for Royall. Mitchell looking to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Going to get it into Liska. Liska to Mitchell. Mitchell in the front court. She'll feed it down and be stolen by Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen bringing it all the way back. The freshman from Royall. And she's going to get fouled. And they're going to say she's going to get 2 shots. And fouls on Malia Liska. It's her second personal, team second. And Hillsboro's going to spend his first timeout, a 30-second timeout. So as the referees flush the huddles, on the floor for Hillsboro will be Bazarek, Hansen, Liska, Mitchell, and Holte. For Royall, we'll have Wainwright, Mara Gruen, Emma Gruen, Brigham, and I believe Harris. Mara Gruen's first shot does not go. And her second shot does. Mara Gruen scoring a free throw for Royall. Inbound pass to Liska. Liska brings it up the court for Hillsboro. She'll try to feed it underneath the Holte. And Royall's going to get called for a kick. So Hillsboro will retain possession underneath their own basket. Liska to inbound for Hillsboro. Liska's inbound pass to Mitchell. Mitchell back out front to Bazarek. Bazarek in front court feeds Mitchell underneath. Mitchell kicks out the baseline. Liska with a 3-pointer from the baseline does not go. Wainwright with a rebound. Liska will tie it up, and Royall will regain possession by the arrow. So Harris to inbound it for Royall. Harris into Emma Gruen. And Emma Gruen will bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Emma Gruen over to Harris. Harris driving the far wing. She'll kick it across the court to Brighamman, who misses a jump shot, rebounded by Holty, outlet to Cameron Hansen. And Royal still applying full court pressure, even off the missed shot. Hansen's going to get her ball swatted away, and they're going to have a 10-second violation on Hillsboro. So it will be another turnover on Hillsboro as Royal will regain possession. Harris set to inbound the ball for Royal. Harris inbounds to Emma Gruen. Gruen across the timeline. Gets the ball into Brighamman. Brighamman near the free throw line. Back out to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen driving the near wing. She'll take the left-hand layup, miss it. Mara Gruen with a rebound, and she will score. Mara Gruen, the freshman from Royal, scores on the offensive rebound. Tony Mitchell inbound to Malia Liska. Liska will bring the ball up the floor. Gets stopped. Gets it across the timeline to Bazarek. Bazarek over to Holty. Holty near the top of the key, back out to Bazarek in the front court. Bazarek over to the far wing to Liska. Liska brings the ball out the top of the key to Cameron Hansen. Hansen with the ball. Hansen dump it down the near baseline to Liska. Liska clear across court to Hansen. Hansen will back up behind the three-point line. And she'll bring it back out to the far wing, back to the near wing to Liska. Liska near the top of the key. Kicks it back out the far baseline. Hansen for three, and she scores again! So Hansen with another three. Cut the lead to 4. And Brightsman with the ball. She'll kick it out front to Harris. Harris with the ball for Royal. She'll get it into Mara Gruen. And she'll find Emma Gruen underneath. Try the left-handed layup. It does not go. Foul on coming. Emma Gruen will go to the line to shoot 2. Emma Gruen's first free throw is good. Hillsboro foul on Tony Mitchell, her first personal, team's third. Emma Gruen, a 67% free throw shooter. Second shot on the way. Rattles around her rim and out. Rebound by Malia Liska. She'll dump it down for to Kira Bazarek. She got blocked out by Brightsman, and the ball goes out of bounds. Royal will retain possession on the turnover. Brightsman inbounds the ball to Emma Gruen, and Emma brings it up the floor for Royal. That's blocked by Tony Mitchell. Wainwright with the ball, kicks it back out to Emma Gruen. To Wainwright, back to Gruen, left hand, too strong. It's going to be rebounded by Tony Mitchell, tied up by Mara Gruen. Possession arrow Hillsboro. And Royal still with full court pressure. Ball inbounded to Malia Liska. Malia brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Clear on the left side. Makes a nice move. Spins around and scores. So Malia Liska with a nice move. Brings Hillsboro a bit closer. As Emma Gruen with Royal. She's going to take a drive of her own off the backboard. Holty with the rebound. Taken away by Wainwright. Shot by Emma Gruen doesn't go. Back Mara Gruen. Back. Another shot. And Tony Mitchell eventually, after a lot of bouncing around, her and Emma Gruen are going to tie it up. And the possession arrow will go to Royal. Wolpett back in the game for Royal. So Wainwright to inbound the ball for Royal. Wainwright will inbound to Mara Gruen with the ball near the free throw line. Get the ball to Breitzman, back out to Harris. Brighamman, back out to Harris. Harris with a drive. Harris tries to feed Wainwright, ball gets away, back out to the wing. Brighamman with a drive. She'll kick it out to Mara Gruen from the wing. Three-pointer does not go. Wainwright rebound. Tracked down. We got Brighamman back out to Mara Gruen. To Breitzman with the jump shot. Does not go. Rebounded by Wainwright. And it's tied up by Liska. And a jump ball. It should be Hillsboro's ball on the possession arrow. So Lily Von Falkenstein in the game for Hillsboro. She'll be inbounding against this tough Royal defense. Hanson with the ball. She'll get it to Liska, and Liska brings the ball across the timeline, drives down the floor, and they're going to call foul, I believe, on Mara Gruen. She's riding her like a horse all the way down the floor. We'll see what the official call is. It is indeed against Mara Gruen, her first personal, team's fourth. In the game for Royall is Molly Olson. Malia Liska to inbound the ball for Hillsboro underneath their own basket. You're going to get it out to Bazarek. Bazarek, 20-foot three from the wing, does not go. Harris tracks down the rebound for Royall, and up the floor comes Harris. Harris across court to Breitzman. Breitzman is out in the front court. Hillsboro giving pressure to Wainwright to find a wide open Olsen underneath, and she's going to score an easy basket. Put Royall up by 5. Von Falkenstein inbound. She gets it into Hanson. Hanson giving direction. And Coach Scott Egan will use his second timeout. I believe this one's going to be a full timeout. I'd like to thank the Rob and Becky Jackson family for their donation to the Hillsboro Tiger Athletic Booster Club. Mr. B's Meats coming to Hillsboro soon, the spring of 2021, specializing in smoked and cured meats. I'd like to thank the Jason and Rebecca Aceman family for their fine donation of equipment that they've given the Hillsboro Tiger Booster Club. Peterson Pharmacy for all your pharmacy needs and much more. I'd like to thank the Peterson Pharmacy for their support. And we come back from the timeout. On the floor for Hillsboro, we have Bazarek, Mitchell, Liska, Holte, and Hanson. Mitchell inbound the ball. She goes full court, down the court to Bazarek, and Bazarek gets her shot blocked, stolen by Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen's going to feed it inside to Brighamman, and Brighamman will score for Royall. And they got the full court press on again. Mitchell to inbound. She'll get it into Hanson. Hanson to Mitchell. Now why they don't just go when they get the chance. There's Liska. Liska going to drive the baseline. She gets the ball back. And now they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Wainwright. So Liska should go to the line to shoot 2 for Hillsboro. Indeed, foul on Wainwright. Her first personal, team's 5th. Malia Liska at the line to shoot 2 for Hillsboro. Malia, 81% free throw shooter. First shot on the way, and it's off the back of the iron. I think I may have jinxed Malia. Malia's second shot on the way, and that one's good. So Emma Gruen inbounds the ball to Breitzman. Paige Breitzman with the ball. She'll dump it off to Olsen. Olsen on the far wing. Olsen brings the ball up near the top of the key. Bazarek applying pressure to Olsen. And somehow she got loose, drives all the way around, and scores a layup. Missed assignment on that one by Hillsboro, and now they stuck against this press again. They get the ball inbounded to Liska. Liska bringing the ball up the floor for the Tigers. She'll dump it into Mitchell. Mitchell on the near wing will feed Holte underneath. Holte with a move of her own, and Holte will take it in and score the layup. 2 points for the Tigers from Holte. Breitzman with the ball. She'll kick it in the near wing to Wainwright. Back out the top of the key to Olson. Olson on the near wing. Olson dribbling around. She finds that lane again and drives and scores. Somehow they got to find an answer for Molly Olson off the bench. She's just driving circles around the Tigers right now. Mitchell to inbound. It gets stolen by Brigham. Brigham to Olson to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen with a drive. And I believe they called traveling on Emma Gruen. The Hillsboro down by 8. Mitchell to inbound for Hillsboro. Mitchell's going to inbound to Liska. Liska with the ball in the backcourt. Liska brings it across the timeline, gets stopped. She'll kick it out to the far wing to Hansen. Hansen clear across court to Bizarek. Bizarek on the near wing. Clear across court to Liska. Liska on the far baseline drives. Gets her shot blocked and stolen by Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen brings the ball up the floor. She'll dump it off to Olson. Olson near the top of the key. She'll pick the ball up and get it to Harris. Harris back to Olson. Here's Olson again for a wide open layup. And that's about 4 in a row for Molly Olson, as Hillsboro's got to find a way to stop her in her left-handed layup. Mitchell inbound the ball to Liska. Liska to Mitchell. Mitchell going to feed Holte underneath. Holte's going to kick it back out to Liska. Liska, three-pointer from the wing is blocked. Blocked by Olson. Olson to Mara Gruen. Back out to Brigham and shot. Does not go. Rebounded by Holte. So Malia Liska brings the ball across the floor. Top of the key for Hillsboro. Kicks it in the near wing to Bizarek. Bizarek tries to feed Holte underneath. And a foul is going to be called. The Hillsboro's ball underneath their own basket. Foul is on Jessica Brigham. Her first personal, team's 6th foul, which will put Hillsboro in the bonus on the next foul. And I believe Hillsboro's used their 3rd timeout, now trailing by 10, 23-13. It appears to be a 32nd timeout, so we'll stay right here. The good news for Hillsboro is they will not see Royall again this year after tonight, because Royall still qualifies for Division 5 action. And I don't know how that happened, that Hillsboro got bumped up to Division 4. So Hillsboro will have the ball underneath their own basket. Liska inbounding the ball. She'll inbound it to Holte. And back to Liska on the near wing. Liska clear across court to Hansen. Hansen giving dribble near the top of the key. Hansen to Bizarek out here in the front court on the near wing. Bizarek driving into the lane, takes a shot and scores! So Kira Bizarek with a score of her own. As Emma Gruen brings it down, kicks it over to the far wing to Harris. Harris into Mara Gruen near the free throw line. And Emma Gruen's going to get it underneath. Misses a shot. It's tied up between Mara Gruen and Grace Holte. Possession arrow to Royall. And Harris is set to inbound underneath Royall's own basket. Violet Morin checking in for her first action of the night. Grace Holte will take a break. Harris will dump it into Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen with a 10-foot jumper and scores. Tony Mitchell looking to inbound for Hillsboro against this tough Royall press. Gets it into Liska. Liska working the ball up the floor. Liska across the timeline. Out into the front court for Hillsboro. Liska pulls the ball up, looking for help. Gets it over to Hansen. Hansen in the front court with the ball. Dribbles over to the near wing. Kicks it to Bizarek down on the baseline. Bizarek out the top of the key to Liska. Liska driving the left side. takes a shot that's tied up. And it's going to be a jump ball between Harris and Violet Morin. The possession arrow goes to Hillsboro. Malia Liska to inbound for Hillsboro. Checking into the game is Lily Von Falkenstein for Liska. So now Bezeric will be inbounding for Hillsboro underneath their own basket. Bezeric's inbound pass to Violet Morin. Morin tries to dump it inside to Von Falkenstein. Gets away, Von Falkenstein tracks it down. Von Falkenstein on the near wing. She'll kick it to the far wing to Hansen. And a little errant pass and out of bounds. A turnover for Hillsboro. And Harris will be inbounding for Royall near her own bench. So Harris into Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen down to Wainwright. Wainwright into Briggerman. Briggerman's shot's blocked. Taken away by Tony Mitchell. Outlet to Bezeric. Bezeric gets it down court to Violet Morin, who misses her layup. Rebounded by Emma Gruen. And Gruen will bring the ball up the floor for the Panthers. Gruen dump it off the far side to Harris. Harris feeds it inside to Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen down to Wainwright on the baseline. And now they're going to call 3 seconds on the lane, I believe, on Jessica Briggerman. So turnover to Hillsboro. As Grace Holte will come back into the game. Lily Von Falkenstein will take a seat for a rest. Inbound to Bezeric. Bezeric to Hansen across the timeline. And Hansen's trapped in the far corner. No. Got to call. They don't want to use any more timeouts as Hillsboro's down to 3, and it results in a turnover. Emma Gruen misses a layup. Mara Gruen cleans it up for 2 points for Royall. And Tony Mitchell to inbound the ball. She gets it into Hansen. Hansen back to Mitchell. Mitchell brings the ball across the timeline into the near wing. Mitchell back to Hansen. Tries to get to Bezeric and stolen by Wainwright. Wainwright all the way back. Misses a layup. It's rebounded by Briggerman rather. It's taken away by Violet Morin. Tracked down by Bezeric. To Hansen. Stolen by Wainwright. Wainwright's going to score on a layup. So Tony Mitchell again to inbound against this tough Royall press. And it's just not working. It gets away on Bezeric. It's stolen by Gruen. And Emma Gruen in for 2 points. Hillsboro now trailing by 16. And Tony Mitchell, she's going to lob it into Bezeric. Bezeric gets it, throws it into Holte. Holte to Violet Morin. Violet Morin misses the layup. It's rebounded by Briggerman. Outlet to Emma Gruen. And Gruen down the corner to Wainwright. Wainwright to Harris. Harris for a three-pointer from the wing. Does not go. Rebounded by Mitchell. Outlet to Bezeric. And up the court they come. There should have been a foul, and I think there will be a foul coming on Wainwright, which will send Bezeric to the free throw line. Wainwright's second personal, team 7th. So Kier Bezeric to the line to shoot a bonus. Bezeric, a 56% free throw shooter. Bezeric's first free throw rattles in and out, rebounded by Briggerman. Outlet to Emma Gruen. Up the floor they come. Back to Breitzman. Breitzman to Olsen. Olsen on the near wing with the ball. Kick it down to Harris on the baseline. Harris back out. Bezeric steals the ball. And Olsen holds Bezeric up. Bezeric feeds Mitchell and her shot's blocked. And they come all the way down the floor. Breitzman brought it down, pulled up, took a 10-foot jumper, does not score. Bezeric with a rebound. She will throw it clear down the floor to Mitchell, and it gets away on Mitchell and out of bounds and to the restroom. And substitutions for Royall, number 20, Megan Retzloff in the game. And Royall is going to use one of their timeouts. Both teams showing a little bit of fatigue. Royall leading by 16 as this one's gotten ugly early. About a minute 19 left to play in the first half. So Emma Gruen set to inbound the ball after the timeout. She'll inbound it to Paige Breitzman. Breitzman brings it up, dumps it off to Olsen on the near wing. Olsen back to Breitzman, back to Olsen. Olsen takes a long three-pointer, in and out. Rebounded by Tony Mitchell. Back to Malia Liska. And it's going to be tied up, possession arrow Royall. As Hillsboro not having a lot of practice or conditioning the last 2 weeks due to COVID protocols, starting to look a little bit gassed right now. Breitzman will inbound Olsen. Olsen to Retzloff. Back to Olsen. To Briggerman. Briggerman to Breitzman to Retzloff. Retzloff back to Breitzman to Olsen. Retzloff to Breitzman. Briggerman. Mara Gruen with a shot, a miss. And Jessica Briggerman got a offensive rebound, got fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's fouled by Violet Moore in her first personal, team's 4th. Briggerman, a 39% free throw shooter at the line for Royall. And she makes the first one. And that one's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Briggerman, gets her own rebound. Now it's rebounded by Olsen. Tracked down by Retzloff. Retzloff to Breitzman to Olsen. Olsen out in the front court with the ball. Over to Breitzman. Back to Retzloff. Retzloff back to Breitzman. Breitzman feeds Briggerman back to Retzloff, and her shot is blocked by Holte. Retzloff tried to take a shot, and Holte blocked it out of bounds. Royall will be inbounding on their own baseline. So Breitzman inbounds to Retzloff. Retzloff out to Olsen in the front court. Olsen, top of the key to Mara Gruen. Back to Briggerman. Kicks it out to Breitzman. Breitzman, long range 3 does not go. And we got a foul coming. Hillsboro retreating. Looks like it's against Royall. So someone's going to shoot bonus throws for Hillsboro. The foul is on Retzloff. Her first personal, team's 8th. And Grace Holte will go to the line for Hillsboro to shoot a bonus for Hillsboro. Holte's first shot's good. Grace, a 37% free throw shooter on the year. And she makes them both, so that should up her percentage, I bet. Inbound pass to Olsen. Olsen brings it across the timeline, takes a shot at the buzzer off the backboard. We'll go to halftime with Royall leading. Royall 32, your Hillsboro Tigers 17. Jill? Yeah. Jill, you all saddled up, ready to go?
All right, thanks for joining. We're currently at halftime. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please click subscribe. These are some businesses that have donated, families that have donated, and farms that have donated to the Booster Club. And in doing so, you get an ad showing at
timeouts and halftime of all of our live streaming. If you have any questions on that, it is on the screen a couple times. There it is right there. You can contact me at a couple different emails or text or call. I will be sending out some letters out to a few businesses this week and weekend, so if your business will probably be hearing from me. All this money goes towards equipment the Booster Club purchased, and it takes a lot of wires and equipment to get all this done. It's not perfect, but at least we get some streaming to some parents, grandparents, family members, friends that cannot attend the game. So all donations are appreciated, small and large. Thanks to Bob Steckel for announcing for us. He's going to have some stats here in a minute. He's got paperwork all over the place up here.
Not a whole lot of statistics to report at the half. Royall 32, Hillsboro 17.
Oh yeah, you're rolling. Sorry. He's got new headset.
Jill trying to pull some wrestling moves on me up here in the booth, trying to take me down and beat on me.
Just making sure your microphone is working.
Anyway, for the Hillsboro Tigers, grand total of 17 first half points. Leading the way in scoring is Cameron Hansen with 6. Grace Holte and Kier Bazarek have added 4, and Malia Liska with 3. 32 points for the Royal Panthers, leading the way off the bench. Molly Olson with 8. Off the bench, Mara Gruen with 7. Jessica Brigham with 5. Emma Gruen with 4. Madeline Wainwright with 6, Madeline Wainwright 6. Got her out of line there. And Paige Breitsman with 2. The big story off the Royal bench is that the bench has scored 15 points. And Hillsboro's bench has scored 0. So Hillsboro's going to have to get their bench going. You take the 15 points off of Royal, and we got ourselves a close game. But somehow they have to find the answer for Molly Olson in that left-handed layup, as she scored 8 quick points on Hillsboro, and they just didn't have an answer for her.
Hillsboro needs to
Huffmester Insurance,
press.
Major sponsor for the Hillsboro Booster Club. Thank you to the Huffmester Insurance, Rob and Becky Jackson family. Thank you for your very generous donation towards equipment. Mr. B Smokehouse coming to Hillsboro in the spring of 2021, specializing in smoked and cured meats and sausages. Don't forget to stop at Mr. B's as soon as they open. Jason and Rebecca Aitzman family has made a donation for equipment. Thank you, Jason and Rebecca Aitzman. The Peterson Pharmacy for all your health care needs. Don't forget to stop into Peterson Pharmacy and thank them for supporting the Hillsboro Booster Club. Again, welcome to Hillsboro as we're at halftime. Royal leads 32-17. Hillsboro team has emerged from the locker room. Hopefully have made their adjustments. About 3.5 minutes left in the halftime. Hard to believe that tournament action starts February 9th for these girls, which means the next 2 weeks be very, very, very busy. Be lots of games in the next 2 weeks. An upcoming live streaming that we do have Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 21st. We'll be right here with boys basketball action versus Brookwood. Friday night, the 22nd. Jill's pretty proud of her mobile streaming, and we should give it an honest go since it took you almost 1,100 subscribers to get us there so that we can do this. And we'll be at North Crawford Friday night with boys basketball action. And we'll be back here on the 25th on Monday night. The boys basketball action versus Necedah. And then next Tuesday, the 26th, we'll be right here as the undefeated, as of now, Bangor Cardinals will come into the Hillsboro Tiger Den here. And Hillsboro will try to give the Bangor Cardinals a loss. Bangor Cardinals also got bumped up to Division IV action and tournament. However, I do not believe they are in our regional to start with, so the soonest we would see Bangor after Tuesday night would be in sectional action if we make it that far. Both Hillsboro girls and boys team battling the COVID protocol where they were out, did not get a lot of conditioning. And I think late in the first half tonight it showed as Hillsboro appeared to be quite tired against a senior-laden Royal team who has been going right along and going to be an uphill battle. We knew coming in. Hillsboro's got one senior, a junior, and a whole busload of sophomores. So there is light at the end of the tunnel for Hillsboro, and I expect the next 2 weeks you'll see major improvements for Scott Egan's team. So as we wind down our final minutes, both teams have went back to their benches. We are down to almost 40 seconds to go in this halftime break as teams get their last instructions. The officials are set, waiting for our clock to get reset. And our varsity action here on this fine Tuesday night will resume. The Hillsboro ball to start the second half. As Tony Mitchell comes to the near sideline, gets set to inbound the ball. On the floor for Hillsboro, Mitchell, Hanson, Liska, Holte, and Bezerick. On the floor for Royall, Wolpett, Brighamman, Breitzman, Wainwright, and Emma Gruen. Inbound pass from Mitchell to Hanson, and we are off. Hanson to the near wing to Liska. Liska drives near the top of the key, gets caught by the free throw line, kicks out the near wing to Bezerick. Bezerick feeds it down underneath to Tony Mitchell, makes a move, kicks it up, and she makes a shot, but they're gonna call a jump ball before the shot. So the ball will go over to Royall. It was a tough break for Mitchell. And Emma Gruen brings the ball up for Royall. Gruen over to Breitzman to Wolpett. Wolpett back out to Brighamman. Brighamman drives near the free throw line. Gets it into Emma Gruen. And they're going to call a travel. I thought that they weren't going to call it, but they called it late. A travel on Brighamman. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a little slow as long as it's right. Tony Mitchell inbounds it to Liska. Liska going to bring the ball up one-on-one against Wolpett. Liska gets the ball into the front court of Hillsboro. Liska dumps it off to the front court far side to Hanson. Hanson giving dribble, kicks it back out to Bezerick. Hillsboro being patient, setting up their offense. Kicks it out to Liska. Liska near the top of the key. Over to Hanson on the far wing. Hanson, far wing, back out to Holte near the top of the key. Holte with the ball, kicks it to the near side to Liska. Liska, top of the key. Drives down the free throw line, gets hung up. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Royall's Paige Breitzman. Her first personal, team's first foul. Malia Liska inbounding the ball, gets it into Holte. Holte makes a move, reverse layup, misses, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Liska. Liska, 15-foot jumper, that doesn't go. Mitchell with the rebound, misses. And rebound to Breitzman. Breitzman brings the ball up the floor, kicks it out to Emma Gruen into the free throw line to Brighamman, back out to Breitzman on the wing. Olsen, rather Wolpett on the far baseline to Brighamman, blocked by Holte. And Brighamman's going to get caught out of bounds at the ball, so it'll be turned over to Hillsboro. Royall still showing full court pressure. Mitchell to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. She'll get it into Hanson. Hanson back to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Holte in the far upper corner. Holte looking for help. They're going to tie Holte up for a jump ball. Hillsboro will retain possession on the possession arrow. So Mitchell to inbound near the scorer's table for Hillsboro. She's going to inbound down to Bezerick in the far baseline corner. Bezerick, she brings out to the wing. She's going to feed Liska. Liska drives it in. Shot does not go. Rebound by Breitzman. Breitzman brings it out. She's going to kick it out to Emma Gruen. Gruen down to Wolpett. To Breitzman to Gruen. And Gruen scores on the left-handed layup. Well, Mitchell inbound to Hanson. Hillsboro, I don't know if they figured out this press. It's man-to-man. If they just clear it out, it's one-on-one. So it's Lily von Falkenstein comes in for Hanson for the Hillsboro substitution. Breitzman inbounds to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen down to Breitzman. Breitzman to Wolpett in the far baseline corner into Brighamman. Brighamman the lane, turnaround jumper, misses it. Going to be rebounded by Emma Gruen and tied up by Tony Mitchell. Possession arrow Royall. The only good news for Hillsboro out of that is they got the possession arrow back. Wainwright to inbound for Royall. Wainwright to Wolpett. Wolpett three-pointer top side, and it's going to go. Wolpett for 3 points for Royall. Mitchell waiting for help to inbound the ball, and getting close to the 5-second violation, and Coach Scott Egan takes a timeout. So a 30-second timeout, kind of a reset timeout. It's Hillsboro got caught in the first half. They didn't want to use too many timeouts. Ended up turning the ball over a couple times as Hillsboro having trouble with this half-court trap that Royall's initiating. Full court pressure, but they kind of fall back into a half-court trap. And Hillsboro has had trouble breaking that all night long. You wouldn't think with a 20-point lead Royall would have to do it, but some coaches, and it's not wrong, would say run it until they figure it out. Hillsboro has not figured it out yet. Tony Mitchell to inbound for Hillsboro. She's got a wide open Hanson over here. She won't throw it, but she hits Holte inside. And that's instructions to get the ball to the middle so they can't trap you in the corner. And they do get it across to Bezerick down the left side. Bezerick's going to take a shot, rolls in and out. Rebound Brighamman. She's going to outlet to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen brings it up to Breitzman. To Wolpett on the far side. They're going to get it into Brighamman out top of the key to Wainwright. Emma Gruen on the right side. Drive, shoots, does not go. It's blocked. Liska dumps it out to a wide open Cameron Hansen. She got away with a double dribble, and she's going to score. So, little magic by Cameron Hansen. She scores for Hillsboro. Brighamman, she's going to toss it out to Breitzman. Breitzman to Brighamman to Wolpett for a long two. In and out. Rebounded by Breitzman, and her shot's not going to go. Rebounded by Holte, and another jump ball. Hillsboro's possession. So Hillsboro will get the ball on a defensive rebound. The bad news is Hillsboro lost the possession arrow. So inbounding is Tony Mitchell for Hillsboro. She's going to inbound it to Liska. And everybody clears out, and it's a one-on-one for Liska and Wolpett. Liska at the top of the key. She'll dump it off to Bezeric. Bezeric from the wing, 21-foot jumper, does not go. Rebounded by Wolpett. Outlet to Emma Gruen. Gruen to the near corner to Wainwright. Wainwright jump shot, scores two for Royall. Madeline Wainwright with 8 points tonight. Malia Liska with the ball for Hillsboro, bringing the ball up the floor. Stuck in a corner, finds Tony Mitchell. Mitchell turns around, tries to feed Holte, and is blocked out of bounds. And Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. Will be inbounding in the far corner on the baseline. Malia Liska inbounding for Hillsboro. And Hillsboro, not a lot of movement. They just look gassed tonight. Bezeric with the ball in the front court for Hillsboro. Out to Hansen on the near wing. Hansen feeds Liska inside. And there's a couple fouls as Liska gets thrown into the bleachers on the near side. And they're going to call a Royal foul on Emma Gruen, her second personal, team second foul. Hansen inbounds the ball to Liska. Liska in the front court, over to Hansen on the far wing. Hansen driving, kicks out to Liska on the near wing. Liska near the top of the key. She'll kick it all the way over to the far baseline to Hansen. Hansen back out of the front court to Liska. Liska underneath to Bezeric. Bezeric with a 12-foot jumper, doesn't go. Rebound to Wainwright. Wainwright to Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen left-handed layup, does not go. Rebound to Holte, and she brings the ball down around her knees where everybody can grab it, but she gets it outletted to Bezeric. Bezeric now trapped, and they're going to call... I just hate this possession arrow. We've had 35 jump balls tonight. Let's go back to rock, paper, scissors, or a coin flip or something, but this alternate possession arrow is just eating me up. Harris inbounds it to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen to Harris. Harris to Mara Gruen. Mara Gruen to Wolpett. Wolpett drives the middle of the lane, does not go, and they're going to call a foul. It's either on Liska or Holte. They both had a hold of her. And Wolpett's first free throw is short. I'm wrong on both accounts. Fouls on Kira Bezeric, her first personal. Team's first. Wolpett shooting her second free throw. And she makes the second free throw. Wolpett only a 43% free throw shooter, but she scores one of the two. And Cameron Hansen brings the ball down. She loses it to Wolpett. Wolpett's going to feed a wide open Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen's going to go in and score for Royall. And Lily Von Falkenstein in the game, inbounding to Malia Liska. Malia Liska going to bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. She gets it across the timeline. Over to the far wing, still in the front court. She's trapped. And she gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell to Lily Von Falkenstein with a dribble, a shot, and she misses. And Lily's going to go to the line to shoot two. Lily's first shot is good. Lily von Falkenstein, 50% free throw shooter on the year. Violet Morin in the game. Give Grace Holte a break. Kira Bezeric back in the game. Give Cameron Hansen a break. Oh, Lily scores again. So it might be 50% on the year, but she's 100% tonight. Ball to Mara Gruen. She's going to dump it way down to Olsen, and there's that left-handed layup again, and Olsen scores again. And Von Falkenstein to inbound the ball. She gets it into Liska. Now they double team Liska and get her stopped. Dump the ball down and stolen by Briggerman. Briggerman to Harris. Harris brings it back to Briggerman. Briggerman drives the right side. Shot doesn't go. They're going to call a foul. This one may go against Violet Morin. And Briggerman's first free throw is good. Foul was against Violet Morin. Her second personal, team's second. Briggerman, a 39% free throw shooter. And she misses that one. Rebound by Violet Morin. Outlet to Malia Liska. And up the floor come the Tigers. Liska getting trapped in the corner. Hillsboro has yet to figure out this half-court trap. It's knocked out of bounds by Olsen. Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball, inbounding near their own bench. Bezeric to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Bezeric into Liska. Liska in the front court for Hillsboro. Liska to Bezeric on the near wing. Bezeric back over to Liska. Liska down the corner, Tony Mitchell on the baseline. She feeds Violet Morin. Violet Morin's going to go in for an easy 2 points. So Violet Morin on the board for Hillsboro. Here Bezeric playing tight defense on the way up. Brightsman to Briggerman. Briggerman with the ball. Briggerman to Harris. Harris in the front court dumps it down into Brightsman for a long 3, and Brightsman's going to nail the 3. Paige Brightsman with a 3-pointer. And Tony Mitchell looking for somebody to come help. Bezeric to the rescue. She takes the inbound pass, dumps it off to Mitchell. Holte tracks it down, and it could be out of bounds on Holte. It'll be a turnover to Royall. So Harris at half court on the near side set the inbound for Royall. Harris to Brightsman. Paige Brightsman into Briggerman. Briggerman back to Brightsman. Brightsman clear across court to Olsen on the far wing. And I think they just called 3 seconds in the lane again on Briggerman. That'd be her second violation tonight. Grace Holte's going to take a seat as Cameron Hansen comes back in the game. Tony Mitchell will inbound the ball. She'll inbound the ball to Liska. Liska to Hansen. Hansen to Bezeric underneath the basket. And Bezeric gets the ball swatted away from her, and I think we're going to have a foul on Kira Bezeric. So it'll be a turnover by foul. That's Bezeric's second personal, team's third foul. Royal pass inbounded by Harris to Briggerman to Harris to Mara Gruen to Harris. Back to Brightsman into Briggerman to Mara Gruen. And Tony Mitchell gets a defensive rebound. She'll outlet it to Hansen for Hillsboro. And up the floor come the Tigers. Cameron Hansen in the front court dumps it over to Kira Bezeric. Bezeric down the far baseline to Liska. Liska clear across court to the near wing to Hansen for 3, and it's off the back of the rim. Rebound Mara Gruen for Royall. Gruen brings the ball up the floor, coast to coast, pulls up 8-foot jumper and scores. Liska with the ball in the front court for Hillsboro. Liska dumps it to the near wing to Bezeric. Bezeric clear across court to Liska. Liska driving the baseline, and she's going to get charged. Called on a charging foul. So Malia Liska collides hard. She'll get called on a charge. A turnover to Royall. And a full line change for Royall as we get 5 new players. Looks like Emma Gruen, Wainwright, Retzloff, Kaylee Simons in the game for the first time, and Wolpett. Retzloff with the ball, brings it across the timeline. She'll dump it down to Wainwright. Wainwright to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen takes a layup, misses. Rebound to Grace Holte. Holte's outlet pass to Bezeric. Bezeric cross court to Liska. And Liska at the top of the key. Liska, she's going to feed Tony Mitchell underneath. Mitchell kicks out to Hanson. Long 3 and going to miss it. Mitchell, rebound, turns around jumper, no good. Rebound Retzloff for Royall. Retzloff brings the ball up the floor. Retzloff to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen to Simons. Wolpett tracks the ball back to Retzloff. Retzloff into Wolpett. Wolpett near the free throw line with the ball. She'll drive the left side, take a shot, block. Tracked down by Cameron Hanson. Hanson outlet to Bezeric. Bezeric back to Hanson. Hanson across the timeline to Liska. Liska down the baseline to Tony Mitchell. Tony Mitchell back out to Liska. Liska top of the key in the front court to Hanson. Hanson near wing to Bezeric. Bezeric feeds Tony Mitchell inside. Mitchell back out to Bezeric. Bezeric drives the lane, right side. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Wolpett. Wolpett outlet to Emma Gruen, and up the floor comes the Panthers. Emma Gruen driving the left side. She'll take a shot. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Emma Gruen. Shot by Retzloff. Retzloff will score 2 for Royall. So Cameron Hanson on the far wing for Hillsboro gives it to Liska. Liska drives, gets tied up, and out of bounds. Liska goes with the ball. Very physical game tonight. No doubt about that. And Simon will inbound the ball to Wolpett. Back to Simon. Simon brings the ball up the floor for Royall. She'll dump it off to Retzloff. Retzloff into Emma Gruen. Gruen with a shot. Does not go. Rebounded by Wolpett. Shot does not go. Outlet pass is stolen by Retzloff. Simon with a shot. Doesn't go. And Emma Gruen comes in, gets the rebound, cleans it up, and finally makes a shot. Emma Gruen with 10 points on the night. Liska brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Liska gives a fake, gives it to Bezeric. Bezeric drives into the lane, takes a shot, does not go. Rebound Retzloff, outlet to Simons. Simons brings the ball up the floor. Simon to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen over to Wolpett. Wolpett's going to drive the left side, kick it out to Retzloff. Retzloff back to Wainwright near the free throw line. Wainwright drives the lane and scores. Madeline Wainwright with 10 points tonight. Kira Bezeric brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro as Royall has called off the press. And Bezeric will drive the lane, does not go. Tony Mitchell's rebound, her shot does not go. And rebound goes to Royall's Retzloff. Retzloff will bring the ball up the floor for Royall. Retzloff dumps it off the far wing to Wainwright. Wainwright over to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen drives the right side and will score. Hillsboro's Bezeric will bring the ball up the floor in the front court. She goes over to the far wing with the ball. Looking for some movement from somebody. Gets the ball off to Holte. Holte's going to feed Tony Mitchell inside. She's going to be fouled by Emma Gruen. Hillsboro will be inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. It's Emma Gruen's third personal, team's fourth. And Kira Bezeric will be inbounding for Hillsboro underneath her own basket. She gets it into Grace Holte. Holte will drive the lane, kick it back out to Lexi Thorson in the game now. Thorson with a three, shot does not go. Rebounded by Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen brings the ball up the floor near wing. She'll dump it off to Carly Simon. Simon with a drive and a shot, and Simon is going to score. Kaylee Simons scores for Royall. Mazurek brings the ball up the floor. She'll stop at top of the key. She got called for a double dribble. So a turnover for Hillsboro. In the game for Hillsboro is going to be Violet Morin, Savannah Britsky, and Jaylyn Blower in the game for Hillsboro. Emma Gruen brings the ball down for Royall, gives it out to Retzloff. Retzloff to Simon. Simon to Retzloff. Retzloff back to Emma Gruen. Emma Gruen to Retzloff. Retzloff with a three off the back right. Wainwright with a rebound shot does not go. And a squabble for the ball. Wolpett got the rebound. It was tied up. Possession arrow Hillsboro. And we got a full line change for Royall coming in. In the game for Royall, we have Olson, Madeline Gruen, Michaela Martin, Cheyenne Harris is out there. Anyway, Jaylyn Blower with the ball. Kicks it down to the far side to Savannah Britsky. Savannah Britsky looking for something. Gets out front to Lexi Thorson. Thorson to Blower to Savannah Britsky underneath. She's going to feed Violet Morin underneath. The ball gets away from her. Squabble for the ball again. It's going to be tied up between Olson and Von Falkenstein tie the ball up. It's going to go possession arrow Royall. And the ball's inbounded to Olson. Olson with the ball in the front court for Royall. She'll get it over to Martin. Martin to Harris. Harris into Madeline Gruen. Harris to Olson. Olson to Martin. Martin to Harris. Harris on the far base, on the near baseline. She'll kick it over to Madeline Gruen. Shot does not go. Rebounded by Lily Von Falkenstein. Outlet to Lexi Thorson. Lexi Thorson with the ball at the top of the key for Hillsboro. She'll dump it to the far wing to Jaylyn Blower. Jaylyn Blower kicks it back out to Lexi Thorson. Lexi Thorson with the ball, top of the key. Thorson will kick the near wing to Britsky. Britsky feeds Lily Von Falkenstein back out to Jaylyn Blower. Blower to Lexi Thorson down underneath the basket. Out to the far baseline, now out to the wing. Thorson with the ball, and Scott Egan for Hillsboro is going to take a 30-second timeout. Get Hillsboro's offense set. Thanks to Mr. B's Smokehouse Meats coming to Hillsboro, spring of 2021, specializing in smoked and cured meats. Thanks to the Jason and Rebecca Aitzman family for their fine donation of equipment that they pledged to buy the Booster Club. Thank you to Peterson Pharmacy for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. On the floor for Hillsboro, Savannah Britsky, Lily Von Falkenstein, Violet Morin, Jaylyn Blower, and Lexi Thorson. Thorson's inbound pass to Blower. Blower at the top of the key. She'll drop it down the baseline to Savannah Britsky. Britsky back out to Blower, across court to the wing to Lexi Thorson. Lexi Thorson to Blower. Blower to Savannah Britsky. And they give chase again as they try to feed the ball inside, and it's taken away. Harris for Royall to Vierick, and it's going to be a foul on maybe Lily Von Falkenstein. Correction, falls on Savannah Britsky, her first personal, team's fifth. Olson with the ball, driving that left side again to Madeline Gruen. Back out here to Martin. Martin over to Vierick on the near side. Tipped away by Violet Morin. And Royall will retain possession of the ball. The Harris set to rebound for Royall. Harris will inbound to Vierick. Vierick to Harris down on the near baseline. She'll try to dump the ball inside to Madeline Gruen, and it's going to be tied up by Lexi Thorson. Possession arrow Hillsboro. So Hillsboro will get the ball back with 1:51 left to play in this one. Thorson's inbound pass to Jalen Blower, and Jalen Blower will bring the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Blower on the far wing dumps it off to Savannah Britsky, back to Blower. Blower, she'll kick it down to the near baseline, and there's going to be a foul coming. Foul is going to be on Martin Royall. Michaela Martin, her first personal, team's fifth. Inbound pass to Thorson into Violet Morin, and she misses a shot. And the ball's going to be out of bounds on Harris for Elroy, for Royall. Cheyenne Harris knocks out of bounds. Lexi Thorson inbound for Hillsboro. Thorson inbounds to Morin. Morin to the far wing to Blower. Blower tried to drive and is stolen by Martin. Martin brings the ball back up the floor for Royall. Martin to the near wing to Harris. Harris back to the top of the key to Vierick. Vierick to Harris. Harris on the near wing to Olson near the free throw line. Olson kicks it out to Vierick, long range three, and she rattles it around and out. Morin with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Madeline Gruen. Retzloff in the game for Vierick. Madeline Gruen's first personal foul, team's sixth. Thorson's inbound pass to Blower. Blower brings the ball across the timeline to the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Thorson on the far wing. Thorson with the ball, dribbling back out front. She's giving direction. Move, she says. Somebody move. And Lily Von Falkenstein comes out to the rescue and is stolen by Martin. She lost the handle but continues and makes it. So Michaela Martin's going to score two. And Jalen Blower brings the ball back for Hillsboro. Into the free throw line to Lily Von Falkenstein. She's going to dump it into Violet Morin. Violet Morin's going to get the easy lay-in for Hillsboro. So Olson brings the ball up. Savannah Britsky's going to steal it. She's going to go all the way, and she misses a free lay-in. So a fight for the ball, and they're going to say it's off Retzloff, and Hillsboro's going to retain possession of the ball. Lexi Thorson set in the far corner to inbound for Hillsboro. Thorson will inbound to Blower. Blower into Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein, 8-foot jumper, does not go. Britsky tracks down the rebound. Savannah Britsky tries to force it into Lily Von Falkenstein. They're going to call a foul on Madeline Gruen. It's going to be her second personal, team seventh. And Lily Von Falkenstein will go to the line to shoot a bonus for Hillsboro. And Lily hits the free throw. 50% free throw shooter on the year. She's 75% tonight. She misses a second one. She's 3 of 4 on the night. Olson with the ball for Hillsboro on the far wing. Final seconds of the game here, and that'll end it. So your final score in Hillsboro, Royall 62, Hillsboro 26. We'll give it to Jill, and I'll put together some final comments.
All right, thanks for joining us. Thanks, Bob Steckel, for announcing and memorizing all the players, and I don't know how he does it, but he does. And don't let him kid you, he enjoys it. He's got stats here on everybody, so he's a stat man. Again, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel. It helps us unlock features in YouTube. Also, give us a thumbs up on your way out. It's the little things. People, the thumbs up do count in Bob and my opinion. It makes us feel good that we sat up here and did this live streaming for you. So give us a thumbs up on your way out so we know that we're doing halfway decent job. I'd like to thank all of our businesses, families, and farms that have donated so far. And we look forward to getting a bunch more. And I look forward to running a bunch of screens with more ads. This concludes the girls, Hillsboro Tiger Girls versus Royal. And we're here again on Thursday. The boys play here Thursday. And then we are away on Friday. We're going to try to live stream Friday. Bob's wrapping up his stats. You got some stats for us?
Okay, final scoring. Royal 62, Hillsboro 26. For the Hillsboro Tigers, they were led in scoring by Cameron Hansen with 8 points. Trio of Grace Holte, Kira Bezerick, and Violet Bourne adding 4. And Malia Liska and Lily Von Falkenstein with 3 apiece for a total of 26. For Royal, Emma Gruen leading the way with 12. Molly Olson and Madeline Wainwright tying their season highs with 10 apiece. Mara Gruen with 9. Jessica Brigham with 6. Paige Brightsman with 5. Tenley Wolpett with 4. And Megan Retzloff and Michaela Martin with 2 apiece. The big story off the bench, Mara Gruen with 9. That's her season high for the year. I'd like to thank you. Drive safely if you have to go out tonight. The roads are still a bit slippery. I think the storm has come to an end. We will be back here Thursday night for varsity boys basketball and JV boys basketball versus Brookwood Falcons. Scenic Bluffs Conference matchup. Should be on the air by 5:45. That's Thursday night the 21st. Boys basketball action. Until then, final score from Hillsboro, Royal 62, Hillsboro 26. For Jill Steckel and myself, I wish you all a great evening, and we'll see you Thursday. Thank you, and good night.
Have a good night.